Hi guys, and welcome back to another video. If you're new here, my name is Natasha and this is our Eat at Home series. Today we are going to be doing not only our eat at home stuff, but I'm going to take you through my entire day of preserving as well. I have a lot of things that need to be preserved, and unfortunately I cannot go anywhere right now because one of my children has tested positive for the C ending in D. Okay, I'm being careful with how I word this because YouTube doesn't like certain words. So I feel okay. I do feel a little bit warm, but that's also because I'm moving around, trying to clean up the house and everything, sanitize. But I figured this would be the perfect time to start preserving the 100 pounds of sweet potatoes that I have. My dehydrator is empty. The freeze dryer should be done here within the day, the next couple hours, so I should be able to pull the chicken out of there and start putting in some sweet potatoes. I know that I let the kids pick out what they wanted for dinner today since they're the ones that don't feel good, and Xylee wants cheesy broccoli soup, so I've got an Instacart order coming because I can't go anywhere. Not ideal to be spending extra money on delivery, but it is what it is. There's nothing I can do about it, so I have that coming, and a couple other random household items that we just needed. Some laundry sanitizer so we can wash bedding and stuff like that. And then Cohen said he wanted shepherd's pie. So if you've been watching our channel, you watched the shepherd's pie meal in a jar, and they really preferred that recipe over my normal shepherd's pie, but we're gonna make the normal one today, and hopefully he doesn't know any different. He shouldn't. So I got one that's gonna have soup, so I'm just gonna make a big batch of the cheesy broccoli soup because worst case scenario I have to throw it in the freezer or throw it in the freeze dryer, so nothing goes to waste anyways. So I'm not opposed to making extra. Plus soup isn't really filling for like my husband and my teenager, so the shepherd's pie will be a good filler in there for them. So yeah, let's get started. I've got 25 pounds of sweet potatoes sitting in front of me, so let's get these washed up and start figuring out what the heck we're gonna do with this many potatoes. Okay, so this is about half of the bag. I'm not quite sure how much is going to fit in my dehydrator, probably not all of these, but these are locally grown organic sweet potatoes. I got them from a local farmer for, so I got 100 pounds for 40 bucks. So it was super cheap. Great deal, and they left all the dirt on so that way if you had a cellar or some form of cold room you could store them in there over winter, but we do not. And honestly, the temperature of our house fluctuates a lot due to having the monkey. We have to keep the temperature a lot hotter than I personally prefer, especially in the winter time. So I would prefer it to be like 65 in the house, but it has to be 72. So with that being said, we need to start getting these processed up. I'll probably leave one bag where I don't wash them or anything because I really like sweet potatoes. So I'm thinking this round I will peel the skins and cube and blanch quickly, like a flash, or blanch and then throw them into an ice bath, and then throw them in the dehydrator, and then those cubes I can use for soups or stews or meals in a jar. I'm about to be doing a bunch of vegetarian and vegan meal in a jar videos. I've got some stuff on order, so I am super excited about that. If you don't know, I actually have a lot of food allergies, and my body gets super inflamed when I don't follow the foods that I should be. I'm allergic to dairy and chicken. Potatoes all cut and cubed. I've got some water going right now to boil, so we're going to blanch those. We're also going to get ready to get the shepherd's pie together. We're going to roast some garlic for the shepherd's pie and for Xylie's cheesy broccoli soup. I have a head of broccoli that I pulled out of the freezer, so I'm letting that kind of defrost a little bit on the counter. I've got some mushrooms that are questionable. Yeah, I'll have to look at those. The Instacart person kind of did a terrible job today. They also got me green potatoes, so I'm not sure I'll be able to salvage those. They're like green, my friends, and yeah, so I don't know. We're just gonna have to make do because we cannot go out in town with us being sick. So I'm gonna bring you over to the stove at some point, but we're just gonna get all of this stuff going. pulled all of the chicken from the freeze dryer, and I'm gonna film a quick short with it, and then we are gonna start getting it put into glass jars. I am just going to reuse some of these old pasta sauce jars, and the reason I'm gonna do that is because this chicken will eventually be put into meal in a jars later on this week, so I don't really need to like vacuum seal or put an oxygen absorber in here, because I know that I'm just going to take them back out in a couple of days. It's not something I want to do today. Unless I get super spunky, we will find out. But I'm going to be doing all of this up in like meal in a jar. Probably using some of Jera from over at Wicked Prepared. Probably be using some of her recipes and get those put up and just ready to go for whenever we need a quick meal. So you can see this is very dry. We're gonna film this short. These longer chunks, I think I'm going to leave longer because I might make those into like a chicken fajita meal in a jar, because I think that would be delicious. So I'm going to pull out the bigger ones. I think that's about all of them. And I think I'm going to put those into this jar. All right, so there we go. There is one. I just love freeze drying my own meats, friends. You get nice big chunks of meat. You get to control how much. Okay. Sealing that nice and tight. unfortunately didn't get to peeling all those apples today, so I will be doing that tomorrow and finishing that, but the freeze dryer will be getting full with apples, and then I'm going to take the peels and make them into apple cider vinegar. And the dehydrator has 25 pounds of the sweet potatoes, so all in all, it was a good productive day. We got a lot preserved. And if you're not preserving, definitely highly recommend you start doing that ASAP. You can get a dehydrator at Walmart or Amazon for 20 bucks. They're pretty cheap, so I highly recommend doing that, starting meals in a jar, and just starting to take advantage of more sales as food prices go up. Make sure you give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe if you are new. I will see you in the next video. Bye!